This is Gold Dust from Hollywood, California, or Dustin Rhodes, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We are taking over the wrestling business, and you have been listening to In Your Head Online.
All right, we are back, and we're joined all the way from Italy with Orlando Jordan. Welcome to In Your Head.
What's up, Orlando Jordan? O to the J.
Oh, man. How's it going, OJ? Can I call you?
It's going good, man.
All right.
Yeah, you can call me OJ. But not 1 inch bicep, though.
Oh, man.
Anybody who wants 1 inch bicep is not allowed to call me OJ.
Okay. It's kind of like, though, if, like, you're 7 foot and someone calls you Shorty.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the OIB name.
The
man's really jacked.
I'll just refer to you as Sir.
There's no way you have a 1 inch bicep. I mean, that just insults my intelligence.
So, like I said, everybody, let everybody know you're all the way in Italy right now.
I'm in Italy. I'm here in Italy and stuff. I have, I also live out in Italy and also formerly Miami and stuff. Now out in Los Angeles, California.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you live in Italy? You stay there like all year round, or?
Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
No. Back and forth out in Italy, out here in Italy, touring Italy, and like I said, Los Angeles, L.A., California.
For people who don't know,
Mr. Hollywood.
Oh, definitely. People don't know you wrestle for New Wrestling Evolution, and wrestling's really big in Italy.
Wrestling's really big out here in Europe. It's a growing market, and NWE New Wrestling Evolution is. Out here is at the top of the game right now, man. It's we've got some good stuff going on.
You got definitely a really big show coming up at June 25th in Barcelona.
Yeah.
You're going to be wrestling the Ultimate Warrior the Warrior in his return match.
Definitely so. I think we're already sold out about 10,000 already. In Barcelona, and I'm facing the Warrior, the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, that's
If you want to get tickets, there's a banner ad right on the top of our page, inyourheadonline.com, or you can go to nwewrestling.homedns.org, and the link will be right on the website, so it'll be easy to get to.
Definitely, it's something you don't want to miss, man. Something you don't want to miss.
Well, what was it like? What does it feel like to be the guy that's going to be wrestling the Warrior in his comeback?
You gotta excuse me because I mean.
Should I assume?
It's just the Warrior. It's the Warrior and stuff. But I would ask Warrior. That's the question you should ask him. What's it feel like, to be, it's the return match, Orlando Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make no mistake. It's the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior is Ultimate Warrior, man. So, it's a big match.
Now, you call yourself the greatest of all time.
I am simply the greatest.
Right. Now, that wasn't something you came up with. That was something that was ordained on you.
Yeah.
Now, is this, do you have something to prove here, to beat the Ultimate Warrior, to prove that you are the greatest?
Well, like I said, like I just said, I'm simply the greatest, you know what I mean? And so, what do I have to prove to anybody, really? I have nothing to prove. But, like everybody, you have opportunity to have Warrior and stuff. He just happened to be, at the right place at the right time and stuff, and he has the opportunity to make his comeback and stuff, whatever he wanted to call it and stuff, and out in not Barcelona, but out in Madrid, and he took the opportunity and stuff of my time. And to make an appearance and stuff, to make a statement and stuff, and I figured I was doing him a favor.
You can watch that video right on the website for the.
You can check it on the website and on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I know Intra's a big fan of that video.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wasn't there something you want to bring up from the video?
Oh, I just thought it was a.
What do you want to bring up from the video?
It was just insane how you push that kid like that. That takes some cojones.
Well, I got some big ones, and like I said, if you haven't heard it before, I do what I want to, I say what I want to, and I act how I want to. and I don't take no crap from nobody.
What was the heat like in that arena? You know, when you're face to face with the Warrior and you push a kid.
Yeah, it's intense. It's intense. You know, the fans. The fans came out there and stuff. You know, to see me. I mean, we had 15,000 plus out there and stuff. Them not knowing the Warriors out there came to see me and stuff. And you know, he saw the opportunity to try to steal my spotlight, and you know, because he's the Warrior and everything, and I wasn't going to have that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to have that. I came out there and stuff, and I told him, I admit, man, just like I'm sure you were, you idolized the Warrior. I was a huge fan of the Warrior growing up. Mm-hmm. When I was growing up, you know, but now, I'm a huge name of my own, and I don't need a Warrior, you know, to prove that.
That's something you've probably done, you know, times in your career, is face someone that you idolized, you looked up to, you used to watch wrestling, you know, before you got into wrestling because you were a wrestling fan. What is that like?
It's great. I've been in the ring with some of the greatest superstars, as I'm sure as you know and stuff. It's a great thing. Not looking at it as a fan point of view and stuff, but looking at it as a competitive point of view and stuff in my career, and establishing my career to be and establish yourself to be as great as those that you know that we watch growing up and stuff. You know, and that's been my goal, you know, to accomplish in my career. No, and I continually do that, and I'll continually do that when I face Warrior in June 25th.
Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of like the biggest names, the best workers of today, you know, people like Jericho and stuff, had traveled all over the world wrestling in different places, and now you're kind of doing that. You're wrestling all through Europe, and you wrestle in Japan. Do you think that has like improved you?
Well, definitely. You know, I've had the opportunity to wrestle literally all around the world for the past 10 years, and you know, at this point in my life, I'm at the prime of my game. I'm stepping into the prime of my game, and you know, in traveling and stuff, and wrestling experience, you know, the different demographics all around and stuff, and the fans and stuff, and the styles of different styles of wrestling around the world and stuff has definitely, you know, you can't help it but improve yourself.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel lucky to be part of the NWE as it grows to be one of the? I mean, it's really big now in Europe. Are you like?
Yeah.
So proud to be part of that?
I'm definitely very proud to be part of it and stuff, and proud to, you know, to be at the forefront of it and stuff, and representing NWE as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Did you have a question from the board, Incher?
Yes, actually. Extreme Falls, he wants to know, what were your opinions on your U.S. title reign in WWE?
Well, my opinions as U.S. title reigns in WWE? Mm-hmm. Well, you know, as United States champion, it was great. It was great. I think being United States champion and stuff is something is you know, not a small feat at all. It's a big feat and stuff. And anybody remembers during my reign as United States champion on SmackDown, me and at the time my partner John Bradshaw, we dominated SmackDown during those times and stuff. And at one point, I was the only champion on SmackDown for quite a while. Mm-hmm. Not having you know, the WWE champion out.
Do you think that group should have like a longer run, the cabinet?
I think we had a great run. I think we had a great strong run. You know, we proved it on paper, and you know, as far as revenue, and we proved it as far as attendance. Mm-hmm. At that time, we look at that period and stuff. We kicked Raw's butt and stuff. Majority of the time when it came to crowds and stuff, and it came to house revenue.
Did you feel like when you had like kind of the losing streak thing where you lost the matches quickly? Do you think that kind of hurt your momentum in WWE?
Well, I asked you that. Do you think it hurt me? I asked the fans that. I mean, I don't think it had. Even, you know, I'm not one to I don't, just losing and stuff.
Right.
you bounce back. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person, that I lose and stuff. I cry about it and stuff like that. It happens, and I don't think it hurt my career and stuff at all. And stuff. I think it made it stronger.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's something that's been a lot in like the news lately. Is some people are saying there's some racism within WWE. Did you come into contact with anything like that? Any type of incident?
Well, I think it's unfortunate that we have to deal with that stuff. I say we as everybody, because in some ways, whether it's skin, whether it's you don't like the person's views or whatever and stuff, we all deal with it in some way and stuff. And I think it's it don't have no place in there. But I think we have to deal. I think unfortunately we have to deal with it and stuff, and it shouldn't be. But and as far as did I have to deal with anything like that? I mean, you hear all kinds of stuff, rumors and everything float around and stuff, and we have people publish things out and stuff on the internet and stuff on media and everything, and I think we all have our share. Mm-hmm. We all have our share.
Yeah, it's something you have to deal with in everything, not just in wrestling.
It is, but like I said, it's an unfortunate fact,
mm-hmm.
Because of someone doesn't like you because of who you are or what color you are and stuff like that. That you have to repercussions and stuff before that. It's a sad thing,
mm-hmm.
And not based on your abilities and stuff and what you do and what you bring to the table.
When you're wrestling in Italy or any place in Europe, are the fans different than wrestling in front of fans in the United States?
Man, the fans are great everywhere I go. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. The fans are great everywhere I go. It's good stuff. United States, I'm American, and I think the United States they see us and more than anyone else in the world,
right.
Personally, up close and personal, and as that is with any celebrity and stuff or pro athlete. So the fans outside of the United States are so excited, so thrilled to see us. But I think it's about the same. Other than the fact that I think the American fans are a little bit more spoiled and stuff, and that they get the luxury of having us around more.
Mm-hmm. So a little more jaded.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I also read that you've done some tours in New Japan.
Yeah, New Japan.
Now, it's definitely different wrestling there because the way the crowd reacts to the matches, where they're not really up for the whole match. And they'll do they'll applaud after a special move or anything. Was that hard to get used to? No,
it wasn't. It wasn't hard at all to get used to because the style. First, I'm first and foremost an athlete. I've been an athlete since I was 8 years old. Mm-hmm. So I when it comes to that, very few are gonna top me. The bottom line. But I'm also an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also an entertainer. I come from entertaining based family and stuff and trainer. So.
Now, one of the guys that they always say trained you is Rocky Soulman Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, was he? Now, were you already trained to be a wrestler before you went to him, or was he the first guy that really trained you?
Rocky is the one that basically trained me and stuff. I made it an issue to do as much as I could on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I started learning my basics and stuff. And you gotta realize also stuff. Since I was young, I've been around the wrestling and stuff too. So, it's one of those things that when you're around something so much and stuff, you just sometimes you're ordained and stuff or blessed with with certain
mm-hmm.
qualities and stuff that you can just pick it up and stuff like that. And I'm blessed in that area.
Mm-hmm. Did you find that people like you, who's a fan of wrestling, before you get into it, pick it up better than someone who's just getting into it maybe just to make money?
It depends. It depends on the person. It depends on the person. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys come in that's been a fan of wrestling, all like me since I was 6 years old, since as long as I can remember, and just don't have what it takes. And I've seen others come in and they catch it in 2 or 3 years. Right. I think people judge. People say, "Oh, well, this guy he's a crappy wrestler." So he's not a good wrestler and stuff, but at the same time, this guy might have something, charisma or whatever, so that can draw an audience, sell out an arena. So, how do you judge who's a good wrestler, who's not a good wrestler?
Definitely.
There's a lot of factors in that. If you're selling out arenas and stuff, there's something about them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Along those lines, what would you say is like the most important thing to being like a big name in wrestling? Would it be charisma? Would it be able to work in the ring, or is it a combination of everything?
I think it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of everything. It's a combination of charisma. It's a combination of ability, and it's a combination of having to be able to speak. Mm-hmm.
Do you think the wrestling is more important today than maybe it was like in the 80s?
It's a different business than it was in the 80s. Mm-hmm. I think it's a different business than it was in the 80s. The 80s was something. It was special. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, the 80s was special. The business of wrestling has changed. It's more of a business feel, even as through I think the talent and stuff of wrestling.
Now, besides yourself, if someone would get to see new wrestling evolution, who are some of the stars maybe that they don't know that they would get to see? Maybe like Black Pearl.
Black Pearl, who actually is a former NWE heavyweight champion. Mm-hmm. And a great wrestler and stuff. You got Big Quiche, that there what people know and love. My Pac, Jungle Pac. We have Jungle Pac there, man. Who's a crazy cat. I mean, does some amazing stuff in the ring.
A lot of our fans from England have mentioned him many times on our message board.
Yeah. This kid is. I've watched him. I've never. He's never stepped in the ring with me and stuff. But I've watched him, and he does some amazing stuff in the ring. It's watch him. It's a spectacle, definitely. You also got Juventud Guerrera.
Mm-hmm. Former guest of ours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who's also the current cruiserweight champion for NWE.
Oh, excellent. He's always one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, the Juice, baby.
Yeah, the Juice.
The Juice.
Do you prefer wrestling someone more your size, or get in there with maybe like a Hoovy, someone who's smaller?
It doesn't make a difference at all. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make a difference at all. I'll get in the ring with whoever, and keep up.
You think that's an asset of yours to be able to work with people from different sizes?
I think it's a big asset and stuff, and I think it's something that I define myself in and stuff. To be able to step in the ring with anybody, big, small, no matter who they are and stuff, and go with them. Mm-hmm. I think it's a big attribute.
Just go back to Rocky Johnson quick. I was just wondering if you got to see him be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
No, I didn't get to see him get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I was actually in Japan at the time, but I did give him a call. Mm-hmm. And that was something I was very proud of.
Was he somebody who helped you with not just the wrestling, but maybe the showmanship in wrestling, or was that something you just think was kind of natural to yourself?
Well, I think it's something that you have to have. Some things you just have to have natural. You're born to jump only so high. You know what I mean? Right. And I think it's the same thing with that. You can improve and stuff, but if you have it naturally and stuff, you can improve it and stuff and make it into something special, something great and stuff. And I think I like to think I was something that a tribute that was born with it, but also Rocky is the one that taught me to bring it out and stuff, and showed me how to find it and pull from it.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you do the shuffle sometimes in the ring, is that in honor of Rocky Johnson?
Oh, definitely Johnson Shuffle. You know, definitely so. You know, it's definitely a tribute to someone that care and love dearly for.
It's actually someone in our message board. He actually asked if the Warrior, in your match with the Warrior, if you'd be breaking out any of your boxing.
Well, I tell you what, when in my match against the Warrior and stuff, I mean, he's gonna get everything. I'm not holding back anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know, Warrior. You know, he's in the past he's been a powerful opponent and stuff. You know, to many, and you know, if you know anything about the Warrior stuff, he's not one that has many loss on his records. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said earlier, stuff. You know, Orlando Jordan's in his prime. You know, I'm just stepping in my prime and stuff, and you know, if you know anything about me and stuff, you know, when it comes to the ring, when it comes to stepping in that ring, you know, I can go with the best of them, because I am one of the best of them.
What are your expectations for the match? Is there any different training you're doing to wrestle the Warrior?
You know what, man? I train the same way. Just like I train the same way, just like I'm going to step in the ring with anybody, and you know, when I don't take anybody lightly. You know what I mean? I don't take anybody lightly when I step in the ring and stuff. I train 110% when I get in the ring. You know, and just as much as I go out and stuff and I have fun and stuff like that, I train just as hard. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, when you first went to Italy, was it hard to get used to just living there, the food or anything, or is it a good place to stay?
No, I think I have a very diverse personality. It's not my first time being here in Italy. I've been out here for many years, coming back and forth, and you know, I have close friends out here all over Europe and just all around the world and stuff. You know, from you know, my travels and everything, and you know, and so it wasn't something that, you know, I had a hard time adapting to. You know, and they, you know, Italian people treat me very well out here too.
Oh, cool. Let everybody know you got a MySpace. It's myspace.com. Everyone has a MySpace who matters, and it's
I think everybody has a MySpace.
Yeah,
I think everybody has a MySpace. I wouldn't be surprised if Warrior probably has a MySpace, but you can be guaranteed that I won't accept him as one of my friends. He won't be on my top list.
Oh man,
definitely won't.
If the Warrior's asking you to comment him, he's not getting any comments from him.
No, he's not getting any comments. None he like. You know, I'll give him a couple of comments. He probably end up, you know, sending a message to Tom or something like that, you know, and getting me kicked off and everything. So, you know, we just, you know, we'll do our conversations face to face and everything, you know, through his publicist, through my publicist, however we want to do it and stuff. And ultimately, June 25th, we'll take care of our issues in the ring. You know, he has an issue with me, you know what I mean? And so, you know, he has an issue with me and stuff. You know, he talks about being a family man and stuff, and you know, all that stuff. You know, and how I'm a dishonorable champion and stuff, and you know, and he talks about how, you know, lifestyle and everything, you know, and how, you know, how I carry myself. I think I carry myself very well. I'm a successful, wealthy person, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think I carry myself very well and stuff, you know, and I enjoy who I am.
Right. No,
you know, so I said, who is he, you know, to tell me, you know, that he's going to teach me a life lesson.
Mm-hmm. Are you worried about that at all? That this is, you know, he hasn't wrestled in 10 years or so. That
he should be worried about that. I'm not worried about that. He should be worried about that. Why would I be worried about that? You know.
Well, I mean, he might become the really.
I already know what I plan on doing. I plan on, you know, officially retiring him. I tried to give him an opportunity to officially, present me as NWE champion. Not that I needed him to do that and stuff, but I was, you know, he was there. I wanted to make him feel special. And what does he do? He cheap shots me, you know. So I mean, if that's what he wants, then I'd give it to him. You know, and I'll come June 25th, I'll officially retire the Warrior.
Now, what would that mean to you as a wrestler, as a person, to have that to be able to retire the Ultimate Warrior?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You know, like I said, Warrior is like I said before, someone that he's one of the great legends of all time. No, I have no doubt about that. You know, and you can't deny that. You can't deny that and stuff. And he like I said, his win-loss record and stuff. Name me on your hand how many people has defeated the Warrior.
Yeah, there's only like few I can think of.
Exactly. You know, so is it an opportunity for me? It's a huge opportunity for me. You know, to put on my record and stuff. Defeated by to defeat the Warrior. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I'm an athlete. I'm competitive and stuff, and who wouldn't want that on their record and stuff? To beat a great legend like that, because many people haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Many people haven't had the opportunity to face him and stuff. If he wants to make the mistake to step in the ring with someone as young and athletic and as charismatic as myself, then let him make his mistake. Let him make his mistake. He talks about his Warrior Nation and and unleashing the Warrior and stuff like that. The Warriors, to me, the Warrior is an old relic. You know what I mean? Is an old relic that's waiting, to be put back on the shelf. And his Warrior Nation and stuff. You talk about his Warrior Nation, man. All great nations fall eventually.
Right.
All great nations fall eventually. And who better, to bring that to a realization than myself.
Since you brought it up, you said about he has some problems with your lifestyle. He's been outspoken in some of his political views and whatnot. Has that been a problem at all in this match, or this build-up to this match?
Well, you know what? I think, like you say, he's been outspoken stuff, very controversial on a lot of topics that he addressed and everything. And I get a lot of slack about my lifestyle stuff, controversial stuff. I've been called, a playboy and stuff because I'm very controversial in my lifestyle. So you got two of the most controversial people I think in sports entertainment and wrestling today and stuff facing off each other and stuff. So I think it makes for a good. I think it makes for good everything. You know what I mean? And as there is a conflict. I mean, like he talks about family values and everything, and him being a family man and stuff. I don't know what time period he lives in and stuff like that, but I mean, we live in a day where now, majority of the population of the world grow up with single family parents.
Right.
Divorce rate is at its high.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna contradict me? You're gonna tell me about my lifestyle?
Again, let everybody know it's nwewrestling.homedns.org. You can click the banner at the website, June 25th, Barcelona. Now, Ultimate Warrior versus Orlando Jordan. Like you're saying, there's this built-in animosity between you two, very, very controversial. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. Who is the kid that you pushed?
What's that?
Who is the kid that you pushed?
I have no idea. I really don't care. I honestly don't. I have no idea. I don't care. He's probably some fan of Warrior stuff. I've definitely had some paint on his face and everything like that. But he should have sat the kid down and stuff. You're talking about family values. He should have had the kid sitting down and stuff and being respectful. Yeah, showing respect, to someone that's older than he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he should have did.
Did you have another question from the board, Incher?
Actually, PHU, he wants to know, how did you get along with JBL?
I got along with JBL very well, so can't you tell from our personalities? I got along very well with JBL. JBL was one of my good friends and close friends. We are both very successful men and not afraid to say, say and do what we please.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn a lot from a lot from a man that's been around in the wrestling business and stuff, and as successful as he is for so many years and stuff. You learn a lot and stuff, and I contribute a lot of attributes of his, for him, to me.
Do you ever see yourself sometime in the future going back to the WWE?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I hear people, people talk about Orlando Jordan stuff and controversial lifestyle, playboy type of deal and stuff, and what I do and stuff. But so I think that I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I've been told that I'm not the perception that they want to reflect. So so hey, who knows?
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of big name American wrestlers who made most of their careers overseas, like Stan Hansen made basically his whole career in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree with you, man. It's been a lot of wrestlers, and someone told me a statement, read me a statement a couple of weeks ago while we were out in Madrid about stating that if there's no real stars in NWE and stuff. But excuse me, I mean, hell, I've been a star for the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't changed. Just because I left WWE, that hasn't changed and stuff. I've never stopped wrestling. As you see, I'm still up and going, better than ever now.
Do you see that as
better than ever?
Some people might say just because you're not in WWE, you're not a star. Do you find that a problem in wrestling?
Well, no, I don't. I don't find it a problem at all, so because I have a stronger fan base than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
I still travel. I travel around the world. It doesn't make a difference whether I'm in Greece, South Africa, Asia, or Korea. No matter where I go and stuff. I walk down the street and people, young and old, point Orlando Jordan.
Mm-hmm. I probably a better word would have been a misconception. That some people in the United States think if you're not in WWE, you're not a star. Well,
yeah, in the United States, I think it probably is a misconception. You're in the radio, business stuff, or if you're a doctor and stuff, you leave a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor quits the hospital and stuff. So does he quit being a doctor? How stupid is that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I leave a company.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I leave a company, I'm not a wrestler no more.
Mm-hmm.
How stupid is that? I spend my life to be in this profession. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I spend my life to be in this profession, and this is my profession. This is my lifestyle. This is what I do for a living. This pays my bills and stuff. This is what flies me around the world. This puts me in the nicest clubs and stuff, and in the nicest limousines and stuff, and around the nicest ladies and all around the world. So this is what I do. So because I leave a company, I'm a less of a superstar. I think that's idiotic.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think I give the URL to your MySpace, everybody out there, because I know everyone's listening. They want to add you as a friend. It's myspace.com/WWE Superstar OJ.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. And you can. I keep it pretty updated and stuff. My publishers and stuff keep it pretty updated and everything. And I try to get on there as much as I can while I'm traveling and answer reasonable questions.
Yeah, right.
I try to answer reasonable questions and stuff. But you can also find me on the NWE website too.
Right.
So
yeah, it's nwewrestling.homedns.org, and the link's right on our website. Is a banner right on the top of the page. So
it definitely is, man. Check me out and stuff. Keep your eyes open and your ears listening and stuff, because we got a lot of stuff coming up. For this year and stuff with NWE, and I'm just now starting with Warrior. He has no idea what he's gotten himself into. I mean, I'm not one to play with. I've learned from the best, when it comes to manipulating and, and playing mind games with people and stuff. And, he, I'll tell you, he wants to play games. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one to play games with then. So.
It's June 25th, Barcelona. It's going to be a huge match. You go get your tickets now. I believe there's even like a VIP package you can get.
Yeah, we got all kinds of packages going on and stuff. I believe, NWA package and stuff like that, which is a great deal. You get to. I'm not quite sure, but I think you get to spend the day with Warrior and stuff. I take the opportunity, to spend the day with him and stuff, before I wrestle him and stuff, because like I said, come June 25th.
Mm-hmm.
June 25th is going to be Orlando Jordan versus the Warrior, and my NWE heavyweight title is on the line. If he beats me, then I relinquish my NWE title. When I beat him, he will officially endow me as the NWE World Heavyweight Champion. Not that I need it, but, hey, why not have the Warrior present me with the NWE Heavyweight title?
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, something you don't want to miss. You want to see one of the greatest retirement matches in the history of wrestling? Don't miss this. Because that's what it's going to be. Ultimately, that's what it's going to be.
Now, for people in the United States, will you be able to, sometime in the future, maybe get this on DVD?
Yeah, definitely. I believe definitely in the near future, after June 25th, I believe we will be able to, fans will be able to get this on DVD.
It's definitely something you want to see live.
Definitely. And possibly not pay-per-view, but in demand. So I think it'd be a good opportunity. Something you don't want to miss. I mean, if you can get there and come see it live, it's something you don't want to miss. It's going to be a great spectacle. The fans out in Spain are amazing. Like I said, we had in Madrid we had 15,000 plus out there, and it was ridiculous. The fans are great, and I don't expect anything less in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, I'll be making an entrance that everybody will be talking about, for the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. Man, I'll be doing my thing.
Do you have a special entrance planned for the show, the match?
It's going to be. We'll be good and stuff. I like to show off, man. I like to show off. So
right.
I like to show off.
Well, if you have it, you might as well show it off.
Definitely, no doubt.
Something I had to ask quick is, which came first, the Miami Hangover or the Backstabber?
Well, if you look on my MySpace, I think we have a little footage of me doing doing that move, the Miami Hangover and stuff.
Right.
I was actually doing that in WWE before Carlito. Carlito's a good friend of mine too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was actually doing that move way before.
Right. Who do you think does it better?
Of course I do.
Right. The originals.
Of course I do. I think Carlito's hair gets in his way when he does it.
But speaking of the hair, do you ever miss the real tall hair?
My hair is actually pretty long itself. It's just
it's not tall.
It's just not as tall. It doesn't standing up like I used to. That was then. You know what I mean? Just like when I first started out, debuted and stuff in the world of wrestling and stuff. I was completely shaved.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to be different. I like to be different and stuff. And I like to switch up things. Big fan of of my fans and stuff, and I keep up, with a lot of fashion and stuff. I'm a fashionable person. I have to be,
Something that our fans always like to hear is if you had a good rib story.
A good rib story.
Right.
Oh man. Good
then won't
rib
get anyone
story.
in too much trouble, I guess.
Man, a good rib story. Let's see. Well, I know I'm sure online and stuff, they all kind of have quite a few rib stories of mine and stuff, which are more or less true and stuff. But I think more. I've had more. Me and Rey Mysterio used to rib each other a lot.
Mm-hmm. We
ribbed each other a lot and stuff. Whether it was just hide each other's boots or something like that, or watering down, cigars and stuff, and then give it to him, watch him trying to pull a drag off it or something like that. You know what I mean? Or switching their cigars with cheap cigars or something like that. You know what I mean? Getting on the airplane and stuff, and pouring water in the seat and stuff when they sit down. They got to fly on the whole flight with wet seat and stuff. We did a lot of that stuff. Probably my favorite rib was a good friend of mine. Mark Henry was driving. I always tell the story. I think it's hilarious, and I always tell when he's not around and stuff, so he won't kill me. But
probably guy you don't want to make that.
He's driving and everything, and he's getting hungry and stuff. But he's also running out of gas, and he gets to a gas station and stuff. He's so hungry and stuff. He runs in there and grabs food and stuff, and takes off and runs out of gas. So I always think that's pretty funny.
Well, let everybody know again, June 25th, Barcelona, Orlando Jordan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Check
June
out
25th, Barcelona. To the J. Orlando Jordan, NWE Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Lifestyle. We're going to have a lot of parties. I'm telling you, if you're going to come to the show, look for the after parties, because it's going to be a big celebration. It's going to be Warriors' retirement celebration.
Excellent. We really we appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yeah, man.
Today.
I appreciate you having me.
Today for us.
Hey, this is Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, and the author of A Lion's Tale, Around the World in Spandex, the greatest book ever written, better than War and Peace, better than Lord of the Rings, better than Harry Potter and the Circle of the Golden Magicians. And you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com right here on the World Wide Web. Junior!